It's a hockey stream on episode 577 of the VIG Lounge as the Vegas Golden Knights travel to Salt Lake City to take on the Mammoth at Delta Center, with the added caveat that if the Golden Knights win this game, they move on to round two to face the Anaheim Ducks. Can the Golden Knights close it out, or will the Mammoth force a seventh and deciding game? Let's find out. But before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Mammoth and Golden Knights Game 6, Round 1, here on the VIG Lounge. Eichel and Schmaltz meeting at center ice. Waiting for the puck to drop. Draw won by Eichel. Puck carried in by Pavel Dorofeev. He'll get a shot away. Eichel on the rebound, and it went wide. I think Vejmelka got a piece. Theodore scores! Tipped by Dorofeev! Pavel! Dorofeev. I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. Second shot on goal. Theodore lets it go from the blue line. Dorofeev, right place, right time. Tippy Longstocking, shout out to Hockey Psychology for that one. But the Golden Knights have the early 1-0 lead. Up the middle to Barbashev. Barbashev trying to get around Mackenzie Weegar. Cuts to the front of the net. He scores! Ivan the Terrible! 2 shots, 2 goals. Golden Knights have a 2-0 lead. I heard the release, like the snap for the quick release, but I didn't actually think it went in. I love picking that corner. It's the best. Well, that's it, though. 2 goals on 3 shots. But if this series has taught us anything, no lead is safe. Drive! And finally, Vejmelka makes a save. It wasn't so much of a drive. I guess it rolled in on him. I went to take the shot as I was saying it, but it didn't quite work out that way. 17:52, early stages of the first. As the Golden Knights have a 2-0 lead, thanks to goals from Pavel Dorofeev and Ivan Barbashev. Now Eichel scores! He joins in! Eichel motorcycle, and the Golden Knights lead it 3-0. Three very quick goals. And I wonder if we're going to see Vejmelka pulled early, or maybe he'll have to give up at least one more. But Jack Eichel proving that he truly was unstoppable on that play. Unstoppable on that play, I should say. Marner out there now, centering the second line, lost a draw. Sergachev. It's one upside that this isn't a playoff series is the fact that Dorofeev got injured in the last game, but I had to do play now because I swept it in the playoff series that I set up. Because I mean, the thing is, I'm always going to try to win. So regardless of what happens, I'll do the other games as play now exhibitions, I guess. If it's past 4 and I've won all 4 games, so that's why we're able to see Dorofeev in this game, and thankfully we did because we got the first goal from Mr. Dorofeev. Dylan Guenther. Welcome to the NHL playoffs, bud. Knocked off the puck. Guenther fighting back, though, and he got it. And then he gave it away. Marner jostled a wee bit. And the puck rolls behind the net. Dorofeev tried to get the pass to Marner, but that's going to be an icing. As the passing mechanics still suck. Because I have no idea how that pass was even missed. It went right to Marner. It should have absolutely connected with him. And it wasn't, blocked by anything. That was a nice defensive play by Howden, but then he got the puck stripped right back. Save made. Beautiful pass across to Tomas Hertl. Hertl drifting in. Hertl stops up, fires, scores! Tomas Ninja Hertl gives the Golden Knights a 4-0 lead. Oh my word. It has been all Vegas all the time in the first as they've gone up by 4 from 4 different goal scorers. Started by Pavel Dorofeev, then Eichel and Barbashev, Jack Eichel, and now Tomas Hertl has joined the party and has made it 4-0. And that is the end of Karel Vejmelka. And we will see Vitek Vanacek for the rest of the way, in all likelihood. And then Dorofeev with a chance. I think it was blocked before it got there. Kraus. Puck rolls in on Hart. It's another reason, too, why I like that I can do this. I can actually have the updated lineup for the Golden Knights. That's another icing, even though Dorofeev got there first. He maybe overstated the puck, but he was in the zone first, so I still think that should count, but that's just me. 8:44 to go in the first period. Golden Knights out shooting the Mammoth 8-3, and half of those shots are goals at this point. And there's one for Utah. An original misfit, Nate Schmidt finds the back of the net. And the Mammoth are on the board. It's 4-1. Definitely been a nice signing for Utah. Still don't know what that song is supposed to be. Golden Knights right back in, shoots, denied off the shot by Dorofeev. Vanacek being tested early. Oh, never mind, it was 6-3, I guess. I thought it was 8. Because unless they took a shot away, I must have only had 6 shots. But weird, it looked like 8 when I looked at it, so. There it is! And a big save again by Vanacek. Golden Knights. Got a pass up the left wing side. Eichel trying to get around Durst. Does. Gets a shot away. Denied. Again by Vanacek. Trying my best not to save Vejmelka. Eichel into the... Oh, and it looks like the Golden Knights are going to have a power play out of this. 5:24 to go in the first. Jack McBain. Cross-checking call for Jack McBain. And the Golden Knights look to take advantage of it and get back their 4-goal lead. Second power play unit out there now with Hertl centering. Granted, I did get a goal with Vic Dowd with my disjointed power play yesterday, but I wanted to make sure to correct that to make it a little more, authentic to what a Golden Knights power play setup would look like. Brett Howden on the second unit. Howden got a great shorthanded goal in double overtime. IRL in Game 5. Puck rolls in on Vanacek. They'll get the whistle. Hurdle in to take another draw. Let's see if we can win an offensive zone draw. That would be nice. No, of course not. Lawson Crouse carries out for the Mammoth. Gives it away. Rasmus Anderson and Noah Hannafin play catch. Eichel and Barbashev, part of the second unit as well, breaks in. Lost the puck, though. And takes Schmidt into the wall. Barbashev to the net, denied by Vanacek. Battle for it, and the Mammoth come away with it. Shot, a save made by Hart. Puck's carried back in by Shea Theodore. Puck deflected wide. That's it for the power play. Golden Knights had a couple of chances on it. Nothing overly threatening, I will say, but they do have a bit of a lead, so that's good. Not necessarily needing a power play goal, but it would have been nice. Dorofeev dumps it in. Collected along the wall by Stone, 16-61. And the Mammoth get it back. Clayton Keller. Had wheels until those wheels fell off. And by that I mean he got knocked down. Big drive! Turned aside by Hart. High flip, but there's nobody there, so this is going to be an icing unless Vanacek plays it, which he does. Played it down the wall, and it was given away. Tried to get a shot away, and it was blocked. That's it for one period. Your score, 4-1 Vegas after one. Jack Eichel is truly unstoppable. There's your most recent goal, the blast by Nate Schmidt. Got his own rebound and put it up over top of the glove of Hart. And let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal, 12-7 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits, 11-5 favoring Vegas. Passing percentage, the edge goes to Utah. Face-offs, absolutely dominated by the Mammoth, but that should surprise absolutely nobody. Golden Knights 0-for-1 on the man advantage, but they did get 4 goals at even strength, as well as the Mammoth getting their goal from Nate Schmidt as well, for a 4-1 lead for the Golden Knights going into the second period. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what this second period's all about, shall we? Blocked aside. Theodore. The right wing side to Dorofeev. Dorofeev dances in, denied by Vanacek. I will say, since he's come in relief, he has been brilliant for Utah, turning aside every shot he's faced thus far. Stretch pass to Barbashev. Eichel and Barbashev drifts, shoots, never mind! Feeling fine with number 49 as we now return to our regularly scheduled program. Golden Knights back up by 4. It's because I talked about Vanacek, that's why. So I said he was, brilliant, and then he gives up a goal on his very next shot. I willed that to happen. Oh, what a goal! Tyler Yamamoto. All right. Mammoth got their second goal. They're cutting into the lead. It's now 3. No chance for Hart on that one. That was a really nice goal. I can't lie. Just a very nice individual effort there by Tyler Yamamoto. Assist from Logan Cooley. 17:22 to go in the second, and the Mammoth may have some life. Have to do what we can to make the Mammoth extinct once again. Mark Stone got knocked down when he had the puck, and there's still some pushing and shoving. Cooley hits the net. Golden Knights get it back, bounced off the boards to nobody in particular, and then it's collected by Mark Stone along the right wing wall. Smith with a chance at the side of the net. And a giveaway to Stone. And a great chance there for the Mammoth at the side of the net, but Hart was able to hold his ground, stick on the post, and keep that shot out from a tough angle. Not sure who was that. It was number 56. Apologies, that's not a Mammoth player I'm overly familiar with, so I have no idea who that is. I'll have to keep an eye out for it, potentially, and a rebound, scores! Follow the bouncing puck, and let's go Stone Cold Crazy Yo! As Mark Stone puts it in past Vanacek, and they have their 4-goal lead once again. Oh my goodness, this was hard for me to follow. Initial shot just bounces in the air, comes right out to Stone, and he's able to just put it in the open side. He just slid it in. And Vanacek tried to get the pad across, but he wasn't able to do it. As Mark Stone, a born leader, it is now 6-2 Golden Knights. Oh, what a beautiful chance there for the Mammoth, turned aside by Hart. You got to give Utah credit. They keep going down by 4, but they're fighting every time. And Keegan Colasar will dump it in. Directed along the wall by Hurdle. Hurdle will fly by, and he couldn't get the shot away. Collected by McNabb. McNabb chased into his own zone. Gets the stretch pass up to Dorothea. Knocked off the stick. Regathered by Theodore. Shea Theodore with a wrister, and it goes high and wide. Barbashev collects from behind the net. Was looking for a hat-trick opportunity. Knocked off the stick by Kerfoot. And Jack Eichel came into the zone a little too early. Offside with 8:11 to go in the second. Highlighting Lawson Krause. Oh, he just ran through McNabb. Two big boys coming together there in Braden McNabb and Lawson Krause. And Lawson totally drove through the bodies on that one. It was a huge hit. Speaking of Krause, he just gets dumped. And Eichel tried to dump it in, but the puck wouldn't cooperate, and that's another offside with 7:28 to go in the second. Highlighting Rasmus Andersson. Oh, that's the hit on Krause. Chance of let's go Utah here at Delta Center as they try to will their team back into it. Another one draw by the Mammoth. I don't know why I even try anymore. Puck rolled in on Hart. Is able to turn to the side. Dorofeev dumps it in effectively this time, but it's collected by Sergachev. Oh, that was not a good idea for a pass as Rasmus Andersson absolutely lit up Kerfoot. Shot save made by Hart. And it's up now to Rasmus Andersson. Andersson switches to the backhand off the post. Another chance for Andersson. He's got a third opportunity. And again, Vanacek turned it away. What a sequence there for the Golden Knights, but they have nothing to show for it. Lozon. Cross to Andersson. How would they miss that pass? Stone was there. It was in his direction. Nobody deflected it. I do not understand how that could be an icing. I just don't understand the passing in this game sometimes. and they worry that AI is going to be this huge thing. Speaking of which, I have to laugh because my mom, bless her, she's not very tech savvy. So we had a discussion this morning through text about AI, and she thought that AI basically knew everything and didn't realize that you need the human element to train it. And, that's just it. So AI is really only as good as the humans who program it and teach it. And even then, it's not as good as a person in some areas, especially my job in transcription, because it can't decipher, for example, if you say J, if you mean the letter J or the name J, J-A-Y, for example, or J-E-Y, as another example. So in my line of work, where they're trying to get AI incorporated, it's basically going to be a babysitter. So yay, I get to babysit an artificial coworker. Gotta love it. Oh, what a hit there by Lazan. Knocking down Gunther. As I'm ranting about AI because of the passing in this new fangled video game, NHL 26. Shot and a save made by Vanacek as Korzak jumped in from the back door. Pass back to Lazan. Golden Knights get it in. Howden. Turning off a check. He still has the puck. Fires and a save made by Vanacek. Vanacek got the rebound too. And holds on with 6.9 to go in the second. Falcone. Knocked down, and that'll do it for the second period of play. Follow the bouncing puck. Mark Stone did, and look what happened there. Golden Knights lead at 6-2 after 2. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 26-13 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits, 23-9 in favor of Vegas as well. Passing percentage gone down for both teams, but Utah is still ahead in that department. Absolutely dominating the face-off dot even more now, but again, that's to be expected. Blind guy is terrible at draws. So we'll just work through that as best we can. And again, the only power play belonged to Golden Knights. We're not successful on it, but we do have 6 goals at even strength, 2 of which are off the stick of Eichel and Barbashev. He's on hat-trick watch. So let's see, can the Golden Knights close it out? 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up, third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Eichel wins the draw to open the third period, and we are underway. Dorofeev lets it go for range, rebound, score! Eichel's got his second! We're on cloud 9! As the Golden Knights extend the lead at 7-2. Beautiful zone entry, Dorofeev with the shot, and then Eichel gets a hold of the rebound and finds some space just under the left pad of Vanacek. And the Utah faithful have become the Bhutan. They are not happy with their team. Dorofeev it again, shoots, and a save made by Vanacek. Rebound to the corner. Lawson Krause got a pass in front, save made by Hart. He'll hang on. 18:32 to go in period 3. Save made by Hart. He will hang on. 18-19 to go in the third as Utah is pressing, trying to cut into this deficit. which has now been increased to 5. Eichel wins a defensive zone draw. Got it to Barbashev. He'll send it over the line and into the Mammoth zone. Lost the puck now. Nice defensive play by Theodore. Got it up to Eichel, who's looking for a hat trick as well. Eichel fires, rebound, collected by Sergachev. Skated out for the Mammoth. And it's given away to McNabb. Oh, that could have been a dangerous pass, but Hanifin was able to clear that. Mitch Marner knocked off the puck. Regathers it though. Puck deflected before Marner could get the shot away. Marner crashes into Sergachev. And a chance! Marner scores! Viva Mitch Marner! Viva Mitch Marner! I'm not quite sure how that went in, but I will take it. There was a flyby there by Riley Smith, and then Mitch Marner just able to shovel it in past Vanacek. Yeah, puck just rolls, and Marner able to corral it and pop it into the net. 14:36 to go here in period 3. Marner wins another draw. Now to Stone. Stone fires, the rebound goes wide. Now to Anderson. Anderson tried to deliver a bomb from the blue line, but he lost it. And now skates into it. Snapshot denied. And the rebound is there. Vanacek got across this time to deny Marner his second goal in as many attempts. Tomas Hertl, this new look third line. I wonder how many years are left on William Karlsson's contract, and like if he comes back to play next year, would he be the fourth line center then in that case, or how would that work? Because I'd like to see him in a VGK uniform again, just because I've always liked his game, offensively and defensively. And I mean, he was the inaugural leading goal scorer for the Golden Knights as well. But I don't know how bad his injury is, because he's been out for a very long time, not even available for the Olympics or the playoffs, so. And follow the bouncing puck. I guess if it works for Vegas, it can work for Utah. Barrett Hayton puts it in, and Kyler Yamamoto's got his second point, getting an assist on that goal. Nobody knew where the puck was aside from Barrett Hayton. Oh, I guess Yamamoto is 56. All right, the more you know. No chance for that scramble for Hart. And the Mammoth get another goal. And Eichel wins another draw, this time on the backhand. I mean, I'm not going to catch up at all, but still. Dorothea with a chance, turned aside, looking for his second. Knocked off the puck. Korzak. Jack Eichel. Finds Lazan! Lazan cuts it and scores! Oh, what a drive to the net by number 5 as the Golden Knights get that goal right back. Oh my goodness. Jeremy Lazan just turns on the Jets and is able to put it past Vanacek. And they've always had an answer. Every time the Mammoth get a goal, Vegas seems to score one right back almost instantly. Eichel looks to carry it in. Jack Eichel Tried to get a shot away. It's blocked. Back to the blue line. Riley Smith. Lost it. Up the left side. Puck dumped in by Eichel. Riley Smith drifting in, trying to get a shot away, and it's blocked. 5 minutes remaining. Golden Knights are that close to moving on for a Pacific Division showdown. This time against the Anaheim Ducks. They have not met in the playoffs yet. Golden Knights have faced the Kings and Sharks, but never the Ducks. So we can scratch that off the bucket list, I guess. As Anaheim was able to put the Oilers away in a 6th game last night. Very curious to hear. Oh, my goodness, that could have been an own goal, but thankfully Hart was ready for it. Marner sends it in. Collected along the wall by Howden. Howden out in front, denied! And Vanacek got across to make the save. 2:02 to go in the third. Yeah, I wonder what the injuries that will come out later for Draisaitl and McDavid potentially from that series, because I know especially McDavid, he didn't really look right in a lot of that series. He kind of looked better as the series went on in terms of his speed bursts and things like that, but wondering if he's got an issue with his leg or what. But we'll have to just keep an eye on that. Very curious. Also curious to hear if Sidney Crosby was dealing with an injury or not from the Penguins and Flyers series. Shot by Kolasar. Kolasar off to the side of the net. What a pass by Howden. But Vanacek shut it down. Save Hart. Cranked it off the post. Off the other post, wow. Glad I'm not the only one who doesn't have puck luck. My word. Puck sent all the way in. And it's the Bootaw Mammoth now, the crowd letting the team hear it. Carcone knocked off. And puck's carried in. Blasted on net. 1.6 to go as Vanacek will hang on from the blast from the most recent Golden Knights goal scorer, Jeremy Lauzon. I mean, you can't get any more secondary scoring than that, so I will gladly take that for sure. And that is it. The Vegas Golden Knights win this series in 6 and will face the Anaheim Ducks in round 2. Eichel and Barbashev and Jack Eichel led the way, each with a pair of goals in this one-sided beatdown to put the Mammoth back on ice in Game 6 of this series. There's the latest goal from Jeremy Lauzon. Very physical from both teams. (9-3) is your final. And let's take a look at the stats before we wrap things up. Shots on goal, 41-25 in favor of the VGK. Hits, 35-17, favoring Vegas. We got our passing percentage up a little bit. Mammoth still beat us, though. And we got more than doubled in the face-off dot, but that's not surprising. The only power play, once again, was back in the first period. We did not capitalize on it, as it was for Vegas, but we did get 9 goals at even strength, so I will take that. Again, Jack Eichel with 2 goals and an assist. Eichel and Barbashev with 2 goals. And the offense was spread out pretty well after that, starting with Pavel Dorofeev, and then Jeremy Lauzon. Mitch Marner found the back of the net as well. And I'm trying to think of who else was there. That's all good, I guess. But did get quite a few goals from this wonderful performance by the Golden Knights. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a fantastic Friday, everybody.